I feel like a bomb of linen and beach cover-ups has just gone off around me, but I wanted to share in this video all of the things that I would wear on a beach honeymoon. So my actual honeymoon will be in Tokyo, but I did spend a week at the beach on the Pacific coast of Mexico for my actual wedding. So I did already wear a ton of these outfits. So just for communication purposes, these are all great things to wear on a beach vacation. And I know that people love beach weddings. I mean, I had an incredible beach wedding. So yeah, I wanted to share all of these different looks. There are so many different pieces of linen. Linen is definitely the theme. And unlike my Mexico City video, there wasn't a lot of like dressing up going on. I don't know about you all, but when I'm at the beach, I'm just like barefoot, easy breezy. So I will have a lot of dresses, but nothing's particularly dressy, if that makes sense. So I won't get into like these ridiculous kind of dressed up outfits because honestly, most of the time I just wore swimsuits and cover-ups. So I will be sharing all of that with you all. So let's jump right in. Now, unlike my Mexico City video, I didn't feel as awkward wearing a ton of white at the beach just because I feel like it fits in more naturally there. So I do have quite a few more traditional kind of bridal white outfits. I mean, they're still very much me. They're not like overly feminine or anything like that. But I did want to share them with you all because I really loved everything that I wore. For the trip, I ended up picking up 3 different swimsuits over the course of last year. I know that you can still get one of these because I actually got this right before my wedding trip from H&M because I actually have this swimsuit already in navy and I really loved it. It's got this really pretty kind of ribbed material and it's an incredible price. It's like $20 or something. So I will definitely leave that linked below. But for the other swimsuits, I don't think you can get them anymore because I got them like a year ago. I'll try to find something similar for you all, but I will quickly touch on the swimsuits. So I was very, very paranoid about getting sunburned before my wedding. And so I'm obviously as pale as a ghost right now. I live in the city. I never see the light of day. So I really enjoyed having a one piece and having cover-ups. That was like super vital. So if you're wondering why I don't have like sexy bridal swimsuits, in general, I just prefer a one piece for like comfort purposes. And since I'm not tanning, I honestly just, yeah, I just like these. So I like the fact that you can wear them almost like tops when you like throw a little cover-up on over it. And I've got some really great cover-ups to show you. But yeah, the white swimsuit was definitely a staple for me, even though my skin kind of blended in with it. And this was another nice one. I picked this one up from Zara Home. This has been a popular kind of look, this whole color blocking, but I thought the little black braided detail on this was super sweet. Very similar kind of cut where it's like a low back. And then this one actually is the one that I wore the most because it was just kind of a delicate ivory and it had a fun little kind of cow neck scoop in the front. And this was another one that I got from Zara. And then I packed some just plain black swimsuits. I packed like a tankini that I really enjoyed wearing after the wedding. So I did end up resorting back to my traditional black after the wedding when we were still at the beach. But so that's the other thing too, is like, don't feel like just because it's your wedding, you just have to wear a ton of white. I ended up kind of compromising and packing a lot of white, but also packing a lot of black as well. So I let myself wear black and white for my for my honeymoon because at the end of the day, I still wanted to feel like myself and I still wanted it to feel like it was my style, just like slight bridal edition. So I did pack black swimsuits. There's this one tankini that I really enjoy wearing that actually Hansa, I think is how you say the brand, came out with a really similar one on Net-a-Porter, so I will leave that one linked below. But in general, I was just loving very basic kind of swimsuits, especially because I was with my family, so I didn't feel the need to look like particularly sexy at any point in time. So that was the swimwear that I packed. And then I had some really gorgeous cover-ups, and actually 2 of them I picked up from H&M last minute, so I'm pretty sure you can still get them. And ironically, these were actually the ones I ended up wearing the most. I got this just like gauzy big shirt cover-up because I just wanted like a lightweight cover up to throw on, and all of the places we stayed had pools. So in the morning time, I honestly would just like put on my sunscreen, put on my swimsuit, and then throw this giant shirt over it. And I would also wear my bridal Birkenstocks. So this was another purchase for my wedding that I wore the whole time that I loved. So we were in a town where it was Puerto Escondido, and it's kind of very sandy, kind of rocky sometimes. Our house wasn't even on the beach. It was a little back, like almost in the woods, kind of. So it was actually nice to have a more comfortable shoe. And we also walked to kind of different parts. Like there was a gallery like down the street from us. So sometimes we'd be walking almost up to 30 minutes at a time. So I actually really loved having this Birkenstock. And this is actually something else that I'm looking forward to wearing in the spring, summer. So even though it's white, I do think it's going to be a nice addition to my Birkenstock collection. So yeah, so honestly, this giant oversized shirt and my white Birkenstocks were probably what I wore the most. Another cover up that I picked up very last minute that I really loved from H&M is this black and white number, which again went really well with the theme. I just loved the oversized kind of tunicness of this, and again, the light airiness of this I felt was so cool and so beautiful. And this was just great over both my black and my white swimsuits, almost as like a dress. So I really appreciated this. Sometimes I would pair this with my little mesh espadrilles that I got from Zara a couple years ago. And this is kind of like a fun, more fashion kind of look. So that was a really great poolside outfit. If you really wanted to dress it up, you could even wear like a black wedge or something with it, even though, I mean, for me, that was like way too much. I just wanted to be casual and like super comfortable at that point. So that was the other cover up. And then the final cover up, which was probably my favorite, which sadly you definitely can't get anymore, was this crazy number from Zara. I was very fortunate to be able to pick this up last year. And oh my God, this was so cool. I wore this on the day that we checked into our wedding venue with the little white swimsuit underneath of it. And I just thought it was so cool looking, very, I don't know, I've just never seen anything like it before, and I feel like it really matched that like Mexico kind of vibe. So I absolutely adored this particular cover up. So in terms of swim and whatnot, that's really what I went for. In fact, honestly, I feel like we were just in the pool pretty much the entire time. So all of these pieces were absolutely perfect for that. And I do think that's a good segue into some of the other cover-ups that were actually still clothes that I wore. So let's get into the dresses. So this was a piece that I picked up for both myself and actually my mom. This is a linen tunic dress from the brand called Visible Art. And I actually have a couple of things now from this brand. I will say, in full disclosure, while their prices are fantastic, a dress is usually $100 to like $120. The shipping takes a really long time because they're coming from Romania. So if you want one of these and you have a certain deadline, so for example, I ordered one of these like right before the trip, like a month before, and it came right before we left. Like usually from end to end, from the time you order to the time you receive it, it's going to be at least 3 weeks. So I do just want to call that out. But I find that their linen stuff is really well priced. I love how many different colors that it comes in. This is such a great cover up because if you're worried about getting burned, which I was, like having the longer sleeves and having the longer, like your legs covered and stuff, this was also really great at nighttime if the mosquitoes were out a little bit. So this was nice to wear. I call it a cover up more than a dress because it is a little see-through. If you were going to wear this as just a dress, you would definitely need to put like a tan slip or something underneath, which Uniqlo has really great ones, like Aerism slips that you can put under. So definitely don't discount it as a dress, but I just tended to wear it more as a cover up, again with my bridal Birkenstocks, just because they were super, super, super comfortable. And then another kind of more formal dress that I got from Visible Art that I wore as a dress was this beautiful white dress, also in linen, and it has this kind of high neck boat shape to it, and it had pockets. And this one definitely wasn't a see-through. I just wore it on its own. Honestly, it's just like without a bra and underwear. And I wore this out on the beach, and I wore this to when we had like a casual dinner and stuff. So this was a really another great linen dress and a very, very beautiful piece from Visible Art. Also in this kind of like $100, $120 price range. So having just like gorgeous billowy linen dresses was definitely something that I wanted for the trip, even though again, I wasn't like particularly dressing up that much. Again, the dress that I'm wearing is another one that I loved that I would just throw on. This is from Dish, and this particular style is such a popular style. I mean, you'll find this shape of dress. There's so many different dress companies that had shapes like this. This dress is actually on sale right now, fun fact, so hopefully you can still get it, but I originally paid $189 for it. And the thing I like about this dress is obviously the silhouette. That's why I've been wearing it in all of my videos. I love that it like comes in on the waist a little bit, but that it's not like super tight. Because I don't know about you guys, when I'm on vacation and I'm like drinking and eating, I just want something very comfortable, especially when it's really, really hot outside. So this dress just like checked all the bills for me. And I also love that it's not super, super white. It's like a marbled kind of color. And I thought a decent price point as well. And I got this in a size 2 from Dish, which was great. So yeah, on sale. Another beautiful linen dress that I wore for my, which I talked about in my wedding looks video. I wore this for my bridal brunch, but this would also be a great dress to wear, you know, with just like cute little flats during the day, and then you can wear it at nighttime with wedges or something. But it was this dress from Faithful, which is I think is also on sale right now. Another 100% linen kind of midi dress, and it had similar vibes to this dress where it really came in beautifully at the waist, but then it wasn't like too tight on the stomach. So I just felt very cool and very confident in this, literally and figuratively. So this was another great option as well. And then the final like dress that I want to share is one that sadly I actually didn't end up wearing because again, I just didn't dress up that much at that point, but it was a great option for me. And this is this linen dress from Stowed. My sister actually wore this dress to the rehearsal dinner, so someone ended up wearing this dress, but I did pack it and I'm obsessed with this dress. I love the name of it. Obviously Caravaggio, very art related. And I just love the fact that it's linen, but that it has all of this beautiful asymmetry. And to be honest, I'm very much not into strapless dresses. However, this one has like a built-in corset. So it is extremely well made. And I love that the strapless like comes up high enough, and you, because of the corset, you don't feel like you're having to just like pull it up constantly. So I think this is such a beautiful dress. It would look so, so, so good with my beautiful castagna bridal wedges. So yeah, this is another really great, just like wanting to look beautiful, having dinner at the hotel by the beach, but like still be cool because it is a 100% linen dress. And then I had a variety of separates that I also wore during the day and then sometimes at night, depending as well on how kind of casual things were. Oh, one bonus thing. I didn't actually bring this on my vacation because they came out with it later, but this gorgeous caftan, again from H&M, they're really killing it with their beach collection right now. This is so flattering. I've never put on a caftan and had it be more flattering than this. I think it's so stunning, even though it's definitely probably like polyester or something. I love the fact that it's tan and white. I just think it's so cute, and I'm so bummed that they launched that after my vacation because it would have been absolute perfection, but that's okay. I'm sharing it with you all now. So yeah, the final kind of separates when it comes to beach vacations, I definitely go for linen sets as much as possible. And they don't even have to be from the same brand. So for example, I always pack my Quince cropped linen pants because I can pair them with, you know, my white or black button-ups from H&M. So I mix and match. I make my own linen sets, but I definitely think it's nice to have coordinating tops and bottoms that you can mix or match with. So my most worn set was actually 3 pieces that I picked up from Dish. And this was probably the most worn because, again, it was so hot. So it started with these shorts, which are going to be great for the spring, summer in the city as well. They are a tailored linen short, and I got them in a size US 4 because I didn't want them to be that tight. Like dresses, like this one, for example, I got in a 2 because I did want it to be more form-fitting on the waist. But shorts, I feel like I just wanted it to be more casual. These are really well made. I love the pockets. They're fully lined. Even though they're white, they're not see-through. This short is $99. And yeah, it was just such a great piece. It would also look so cute with just like a white t-shirt. And it looked fantastic with my bridal Birkenstocks. So I honestly would wear this a ton with the Birkenstocks with a giant hat. And that is just what I would wear around because it was so hot. And then on top, they have this really beautiful, and the thing I like about Dish too is I'm pretty sure you can get all of these in the color natural, you can get them in the color black, or you can get them in the color white. So quite a few different colors. The top that I paired this with and wore a ton was the Amelia linen wrap shirt, which was $119. And I also got that in a size 4. I was so obsessed with this shirt, and this style is something that we've been seeing over and over and over again from brands, whether that be like Destree or COS. I just tried on a linen kind of tie shirt like that. And I love the kind of Japanese aesthetic of it. And I also love just how airy and nice it is. I think it looks great over a swimsuit, but even like a nude Uniqlo kind of bra would look fine underneath this as well. So I really loved this shirt. I loved it. There was still structure and like visual interest with the ties, but that it was very light and airy. So I wore this shirt so much, like so much. And then I would also pair it with the long pants. So in the evening, or if the mosquitoes were out, having like a long linen pant like this was so nice because it kept my limbs covered, but it still kept me nice and cool. And this is just a basic drawstring linen pant, but I think the quality is so great. They're very thick. They're very well made. I got them in a size 4, which I do love that size. I honestly probably could have gotten a 2, but again, I want things a little more oversized when I'm on vacation to just be super light and airy. And again, this would look great with just a white t-shirt too, but this is such a great staple, and Dish in general just does such a good job with linen. And these pants were $99. So those 3 pieces I found myself really mixing and matching during the day the most, kind of leading up to the wedding. And then after the wedding, which I want to share, I did allow myself to fall back into my black. And so, like I said, I made my own kind of little sets. And this was a great option for me as well, again, to have coverage, to have airiness. So I wore this kind of black button-up linen shirt from H&M, even though, again, I would recommend the COS one more because it's better quality. And then I paired it with my little Quince linen shorts. These pull-on shorts are so great. I have them in 3 colors because I love them so much. I have them in black, navy, and white. And then I paired it with the black Arizona Birkenstock. So that I wore a ton. Again, I could just throw a bikini on underneath of it and be super comfortable, but also kind of like back in my comfort zone with black. So I highly recommend just having beautiful linen pieces like this that you can just throw on and really make a lot of different outfits with. But again, I packed so much linen and so many different dresses and things because it was something to keep in mind, not to TMI, but like it's so hot in these tropical places that you're just like sweating through stuff every day. So honestly, I didn't want to like I did wear the tie shirt quite a bit, like a couple days in a row from Dish, but honestly, most of the stuff, like I was sweating in it so much that I wouldn't really want to wear it more than like one day. So keep that in mind when you're packing for a tropical vacation. vacation, I also recommend packing just like a ton of t-shirts so you can sweat through those and then just like, you know, wash them or whatever. And then the final look is a set from another set, and it's another linen set. However, this one I think is kind of a linen blend. And I believe this was from like their Sao Paulo series, but I thought that this aesthetic was just so beautifully representative again of Puerto Escondido. It's like this gorgeous striped fabric. So it was kind of fun. It's like a little bit different. I normally don't wear patterns, but it was also neutral. And again, I love that it's like a one shoulder, but it had sleeves. So the linen, it was very breathable, but I love that it also covered me up because when we were walking around in the sun, it could be super, super, super brutal at times. And so I just really did not want to get sunburned. So I got the maxi skirt and then the matching top. I actually also ordered the pants originally because I don't know, I just wanted to try out the pants and see how I liked them, but I actually didn't really like them that much, so I ended up returning them. This also came in 2 colors and it is on sale right now. I think total the set was around $250, which is really kind of the price range that Faithful plays in. But overall, I loved this set as well. I ended up wearing it to the airport with just like a white t-shirt and again, these Birkenstocks. And so this is a great outfit as well. So yeah, linen sets, you cannot go wrong. I think they're so great to like mix and match, and if you want it to look more like a dress and be more formal, then you can put it together. But overall, those are all of the outfits that I wore on my kind of beach section of my honeymoon, and I think these are all really beautiful and great outfits. So even if you're not getting married and you're just going on a beach vacation, I think that these are all great options. Again, there's a little bit of black and white. So a little bit of something for everyone. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all in my next video. Also, if you want to see more videos from my wedding, little mini wedding series that I did, I will link that playlist above and below so that you can see all of the videos that are a part of that, and I will see you all later.